All right, ladies and gentlemen, we did not get an opportunity to go over this yesterday, and I know a lot of you didn't get a chance to finish and check your answers. So I wanted to make sure that we went over this, and I apologize that I'm not here today, but my son is sick, and I had to stay home with him. So I know you don't have this in front of you, so I need everyone to be focusing on the screen right now and paying attention. Several of these questions or questions like this will be on the CBA on Friday, so it's very important that you know how to read these weather maps. So I'm just going to go through this scenario pretty quickly, these scenarios. All right, number one, the weather map shows the current conditions for Friday. All right, so if we look over at our map, it tells us, hey, it's Friday. Okay, what predictions can be made about what the weather conditions will be like? All right, so I'm going to be looking at two cities, El Paso and Dallas. El Paso I'm looking at on Saturday, and then Dallas I'm looking at on Sunday. All right, so if I look at current conditions, I've got a cold front coming in. Here's my cold front symbol, and then I've got rain. I've got my key over here to tell me, what the symbols mean, but you guys are familiar with this already. So cold fronts, some can move slow and some can move fast, but this cold front is, I mean, it is right on the edge of El Paso. So pretty safe to assume that on Saturday, the next day, the cold front will move into El Paso, and so we're going to see cold temperatures, and we're going to see probably some rain. And that's just based on what we're seeing right now behind the cold front. All right. For Dallas on Sunday, if the cold front continues to move, then Dallas is probably going to see those same conditions. It's going to see cold temperatures and rain. And again, cold fronts can move very fast. They can move slower. If you just imagine how long it takes for a rainstorm to come through, sometimes rainstorms come in and they'll stay for, a couple of days, and sometimes they'll come through and it'll rain really hard for an hour or two and then they're gone. So fronts can move at different speeds. But based on what we see here, pretty safe to predict that El Paso will be colder and rainier on Saturday, and Dallas might even be colder and rainier on Saturday, but definitely on Sunday as well. Okay. All right, let's look at the next scenario. Weather map shows conditions for Sunday. What predictions can be made about what the weather will be like in Dallas on Monday? So again, we've got this cold front, and it's got rain behind it, and it's almost on top of Dallas and San Antonio. Very close on both. So both of these guys are probably going to experience cold temperatures. And because there's rain following this front, we can assume that they're probably going to get some rain as well. Now, the thing about weather predictions is you don't know for sure. It's kind of a best guess scenario. Even weather forecasters, they are making predictions. They don't know completely. The technology is pretty advanced now where they can pretty accurately guess, but a lot of times it's just a guess. Okay. All right, let's go on to scenario number 3. Weather map shows the current conditions for Monday. What predictions can be made about what the weather conditions would have been like? So now we're thinking backwards. All right. So the map tells us what's gone on, what the weather is like on Monday. So we've got this cold front that's moving this direction. So it's moving this way. Well, if it moved that way, that means it probably came from this direction. So this cold front moved through this area. Okay. So what would the weather have been like in Houston the day before? Well, because the cold front just came through, and we don't see any rain, but because the cold front just came through, we know that at the very least, Houston would have had warmer temperatures. Because the cold air is all in this area, and the warm air is here, And that cold air has moved through. Well, before it did that, Houston was warmer. I remember we talked about yesterday, cold front just means this air is colder and this air is warmer. All right? All right. If we look backwards even further, Austin on Saturday, Dallas on Friday, we're going to see pretty much the same thing. That they're going to have warmer temperatures because it would have been before the cold front had come through. Remember, this map is of Sunday. I'm sorry, this map is of Monday. And so as we look backwards, we have to think, okay, this front has been slowly moving through. And prior to the cold front coming in, the temperatures would have all been warmer. On to number 4. All right, weather map shows conditions for over 2 days. What prediction can be made about the changing condition in Austin from day 1 to day 2? All right, so here's Austin on day 1. The cold front hasn't come in yet. And then on day 2, the cold front has come in. So we don't see any clouds, we don't see any rain, we don't see any symbols for that. So all we can really say for sure is that Austin got colder temperatures. All right. What prediction can be made about the changing condition in Dallas on day 3? Now we don't have day 3 up here. So we're making a prediction based on what we think will happen next. Well, here's Dallas, and the cold front is almost on top of it. So again, we can assume that Dallas is going to experience some colder temperatures, and the same thing for Houston, because that cold front is coming their way. So both of these are going to experience colder temperatures. All right, now these last two I want you to pay very special attention to because you're going to see some questions that are very similar to this on the CBA. All right, so if you didn't get to these yesterday, make sure you are paying extra special attention right now. All right, so scenario number 5, we've got a data table. We have conditions for 5 days. All right, we're looking for a pattern because it straight up tells us if the pattern continues, what will the conditions likely be on 7/28. So that's this very next day. So here's 7/28. So what's this going to look like? Well, temperature-wise, the temperature has been decreasing steadily. Now, something happened here. We've got 28, 28, clear and sunny. Then all of a sudden it gets cloudy and the temperature starts to go down. Then it gets really cloudy and it starts raining. So what we know happened probably on the 25th is we had a cold front come through. Cold front moved in on the 25th. Temperatures start going down. It starts to get cloudy. The cold front comes completely in and causes some rain. So what can we expect here? Probably more the same. So probably around the same temperature and probably mostly cloudy and rainy. Those conditions are probably going to continue if we had to guess. Because if the pattern continues, that's our key word, if that same pattern continues. So we would guess colder temperatures and rain. What likely happened on the 25th? We just said cold front came in. And what evidence do we have? Well, the evidence is we have drop in temperature, clouds, and rain. That's our evidence. All right. All right. Number 6. Data table shows the high temperatures for a 5-day period. So we're just looking at temperatures now. Now the good news about this is if we're just looking at temperatures, then we're looking for a number pattern. All right. If the pattern continues, what will the temperature likely be on day 6? Now this should be familiar because we did something similar to this when we took our checkpoint quiz. All right. So again, we need to mark this up. So the temperature is going down, so we're subtracting. So it's going to go down by 5 degrees here. 29 to 24 going down 5 degrees. 24 to 20 going down 4 degrees. 20 to 17 going down 3 degrees. 17 to 15 going down 2 degrees. This is why it's so important to write on this, is because if you don't see these numbers a lot of time, you're not going to pick it up. All right, so for day 6, we know if we follow the pattern, the next number in the pattern is it's going to go down 1 degree. So 14 degrees would be our temperature, and it's in Celsius. And then final question, what would the pattern likely have been like on day 0? So if we back up a day to day 0, what would that look like? Well, it would have come down from 6 to 29, so we would have been at 35 degrees. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow.